What is going on, guys? Spartan D here, and we, in a few days, we're gonna get these units. So I figured this would be the best time to give a little synopsis of what they will do. So here we are. We're gonna start with the one that we know for sure. I mean, they're both coming, but this is the one where it was like it was certain just from what they had shown in game that she was coming in Eloise. She is a defender. She's, a tank. Okay. Let's see here. These are her stats at 6 stars. It's interesting. Okay. Right off the bat, her design is very nice. I like it. That's one. I think most people, if you're not willing, you're probably gonna keep her at 5 stars, just so you can use those sequences for increasing her talent level. That's far more important. But let's go ahead and take a look at her skills. This is her ultimate. Summon robot soldiers to charge the target together. When charging, it causes 500% damage to passing enemy units, and it continues to taunt all enemies within 20 yards for 4 seconds. The robot warrior ability will increase with the skill level. So after activating the all-in-one machine, skill effect becomes, which means once you get the mech, that's basically what it's saying. When you get the mech, the skill effect becomes summon 3 robot soldiers to charge a target. When charging, it's going to deal the same amount of damage, 500%. Enemies passing by. After the charge is over, the small soldiers will stay on the field to assist in the fight. And among them, the shield soldiers will taunt all the enemies within 10 yards, forcibly, meaning that they're going to force them to attack. So after the taunt is gone, they gain a shield, and the shield will absorb the equivalent to 30% of their HP. The shield lasts for 3 seconds. It does not refresh. The refresh does not overlap, meaning like once it's there, and it does not come back. And the energy cost is 6,000. We'll have to see how fast she attacks and determine whether or not that's gonna be a problem. 6,000 isn't terrible. Just depends on what your stats are gonna end up being if you roll them. So her damage increase is by 20%. Wow. So without the mech, it's 20%. With the mech at 5, meaning it's maxed out, she gets a damage boost of 50% and a crit chance of 15%. That's pretty good, even though she's supposed to be like a tank. But we'll see. Not all tanks are meant to be tanks. I.e. Solvig with some machine guns. But here's the third. Glory of the Knights. The second one's battlefield skills, but this is the third one. Glory of the Knights. When being attacked, there is a chance to gain 100 energy. 10% chance to gain 100 energy. After activating the okay, so after having the mech, when you have the mech, when attacking, there's a 20% chance of gaining 120 energy. All are triggered every 10 seconds. So does that mean that the being attacked also will increase your energy as well? That's interesting, because then every 10 seconds Every 10 seconds, she's gaining 220 energy on top of her attacking, so that might even it, you know, even it out. I imagine they gave her this because her attack speed is like incredibly slow. We'll also have to see like how she is attacking. Okay, when HP is less than 70%, damage increased is 30, so she gets a 33% damage increase when her HP is 70% or below. When her HP is 50% or below, she will get a damage increase of an additional 60. So in addition to this 33%, she will get another 60%, so she's getting 93% damage. On top of, like, right here, she has 50, so she's gonna have, like, wow, that's a lot. She's getting 143% damage when she's 50% or below. That's pretty nice. Okay, when her mech is active, when her HP pool is less than 90%, her damage is increased by 50. And when her HP pool is less than 70 with the mech, it is the damage is increased by an additional 60. And when her HP is below 50, you know, the same. The inherited damage bonus effect in... Okay, so... Oh, okay, I see. So everyone will get a damage bonus and a crit rate in critical damage increase of 10 when she's below 50. Okay. Wow. Okay. So she... That's interesting. 1.5 a second, so 1.5 times per second. So every 2 seconds she's hitting 3 times. That's pretty slow. That is pretty slow. Well, He only gets a damage bonus of 10. Okay, and these are her base stats. Alright. This is what her mech will end up looking like. Alright. 500% damage though, that's... I wonder, like... Cause she's getting a lot of damage. She's got like, she's getting 50 right here. This is 100 right there. She's getting 100. She's getting 160 there, and then she's getting like 170 plus 10% more crit rate and 10% crit damage. This is interesting. I'm more curious about her ultimate because the damage multiplier on it is, it's not that impressive, but the fact that she's getting so much damage in her kit, like she's getting a lot of damage. Like if this translation is correct and it's like damage and not attack percentage here, if it's damage, this is pretty nuts. It's nuts if these soldiers inherit her attack as well. It doesn't say that they do. It says that their abilities increase with a skill level. So with that, I'm a bit worried that they're gonna have their own set damage. And I don't know how much that damage will end up being. So whether or not they're able to inherit her stats, or if they have their own set damage, unless the set damage is like incredibly high, they may not be that good. I'm hoping that they end up, you know, inheriting her stats, because if they do, then you kind of get into the thought process of like, it kind of then matters when you pop your ultimate, because based on this last skill, right, when she's at 5 stars, depending on when you activate it, they'll end up doing more damage. So that's pretty important, because and then at that point you might want her to take a bit more damage before you activate it. Not so much to the point of your, you know, detriment to where you're just holding on to it, but being mindful of these HP thresholds and trying to activate it at an appropriate time. You know what I mean? So that's interesting, man. That is interesting. Yeah, I think we'll just have to see. We'll have to see her in action. I'd love to see her in action, seeing just, you know, just how this works. She'll definitely be an interesting. She'll definitely be an interesting unit to play around with, especially with, you know, all of this in play. It's very interesting. She's not really. So she's not really like a tank. She's really more like a bruiser. So she is mainly meant to be thought of as a bruiser, not as a designated tank. And the reason being is because nothing in her kit nothing in her kit outside the ultimate with the soldiers taunting is that of, you know, what you would expect in a tank's kit and abilities, you know. So yeah, she's definitely more of a bruiser. This will be very interesting. I'll be interested to see just exactly what she does and how she performs, for sure. Especially with her first skill and her fourth skill in play. Just seeing if it actually does matter. I'll definitely be playing around with her by herself just to see how much this matters or doesn't matter. It would be a shame if this, you know, they have all of this for her, you know, her fourth skill in Night Ship, and then it doesn't, you know, it doesn't synergize that great with her, you know, her ultimate. I imagine that it does though, but I'm definitely going to play around to see. Yeah, I'll definitely have to see exactly what she does. But I love her design. It's a great looking character, and I'm looking forward to playing with her. Let me know what you all think about Eloise. I guess it's Eloise. Let me know what you think about Eloise. If you're excited, if you're gonna pull for her, if you're not gonna pull for her. And I'm still kind of thinking about this kit, man. Is so interesting, but I'll think about it on my own time. I'm not gonna keep you guys for too long. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like. It definitely helps with algorithms and gets people to, you know, see this, and definitely helps out the channel. And I greatly appreciate you guys helping me out. It really does. It really does mean a lot. I appreciate you guys. As I said before, like, the main goal was to simply get this information out to people on the global side who, you know, would like to have this information that isn't privy to it just yet. And then they just, you know, have these videos and they could send it to whoever they use it for themselves. All that stuff. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.